Welcome back. Right now I'm going to show you how to use the import plan assistant in Make My Dayplan. It enables you to bring plans that you have stored on your computer and use them right here in Make My Dayplan. It could be that they're in a word processor or a spreadsheet, but it needs to be in table form. I'm going to show you two examples of plans that would work to bring into Make My Dayplan. This first one here is what we call a vertical plan. Now the vertical plan has learning activities that go straight down the page. So Monday's on top, then Tuesday's underneath, Wednesday, and so on. A different style of plan is this one. This is called a horizontal plan. The plans go across the page. They do go down as well, but because there's learning activities that are next to each other, we call it a horizontal plan. I'm going to take you back to the first one that I showed you, and we're going to have a look at it in a bit more detail. So this is our vertical plan. It's got the learning activities column right down the middle. It's got an optional resources column on the right hand side, and it has a very important guiding column on the left hand side. The guiding column informs Make My Dayplan when to start a new lesson. It doesn't use the lines to do that you see here. It just uses the line breaks. So as I press the down cursor here, every time I press the down, it jumps to a new cell. That's what we want. It means there's no line breaks in there. A line break is caused when you press the enter or the return key within a cell. You can delete it and then it's gone. But the important thing is there's no line breaks in there. You could even just get rid of all the text in the column if you weren't quite sure what I was talking about. The most important thing is that there is no line breaks within each of the cells. What I need to do now is copy. I start underneath the headings, so I just copy the text that I want to bring in. Once I've got all that selected, Control C to copy. I go back to Make My Dayplan. I go into Import Assistant, and I click here on Import Plan. It's a vertical plan I want to import. Yes, it does have a guiding column, and then I just have to wait a few seconds while it's organizing it all for me and putting it in the format that I need. Okay, so I did take out some of the time that took. It took about 20 seconds on this computer. Here we have the learning activities and the resources. Now the next thing is I need to tell it what week number and what day of the week I want all these lessons to be assigned to. At the top here I've got Monday through Friday, and each of those is checked. That means I'm going to be teaching it on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I can go and just type in week 1 into this column here. Week 1, and I could say that that's going to be the Monday lesson. I could do that the whole way down, but it would take me a lot longer than just clicking Assign Days. Assign Days does the same thing, but it does it for you. And the advantage as well is if, say, I wasn't teaching it on Tuesdays, I wasn't teaching on Wednesdays, you might have already noticed how it's also updated for me down here. So it makes that process quite quick. Once we've got it the way that we want it, you can just go down and check. I'll actually undo that. Go down and check. It should finish with week 10 Friday, and there it is. So it's all in there as I want. Now, the last thing I need to do on this page is click Send to Plans page. I'll show you what happens if I click it. It comes up with this little prompt, Overwrite Plans page. This will import the plan that's below into the Plans page, overwriting whatever is currently there. It will also delete everything you've entered into this page. Are you sure you want to import now? No, because I haven't actually gone to my plans page to make sure everything is ready. There's nothing ready on the plans page. I need to create a new subject. This is the first subject that I've made. So this was English. I might even call it English Semester 1. Done. Just takes a moment. Once it's in there, you know that it's ready, and then I can go back. Alright, now I'm ready to send to the plans page. Overwrite plans page. Yes, please. This is just checking if you want to keep the text here on the Plan Import Assistant. It's gone through to the plans page, which is where you can use it, but the Plan Import Assistant, you can leave it there if you're a specialist teacher and say you've got 2 Year 6 ICT classes and you want to have 2 separate plans because one you teach on a Monday and a Wednesday, the other one you teach on a Thursday and a Friday, for example. So you'd only keep it there. You only say yes if you taught the same thing to multiple classes. So here we are on the plans page. We've got it. That's our plan. So it starts Monday week 1, goes all the way to Friday of week 10. Done. We do of course need to click on update and come up with the spell checker, which we're not going to do right now. And once that changes to white, we know that it has updated in the database. We can now use it to create a day plan. So let's just have a quick look with an empty day plan. Monday, if we were to choose this lesson here, choose English Semester 1 for the Monday, that's what comes up. Of course, if we change to week 2, yes, we want to update all day plans. Week 2, writing reports using the introduction well. Flick back to the plans page. Week 2, writing reports using the introduction well. So that's an example of how to do the vertical plan. I'll just have a quick look at the horizontal plan. It's not much different, but we'll just see it anyway. So here is our horizontal plan. Again, you need to make sure the guiding column has no line breaks in it. Haven't pressed the enter key. When we copy it, we start below the titles. We don't include those titles or that title. We just start with the text that we want in there. Get the whole lot. Once we've got everything, we copy it, Control C, switch back to Make My Day Plan. We need to go, of course, to the Import Assist page. Import Plan, yes. Horizontal plan this time, yes, it does have a guiding column. And again, we have to wait. It could be as much as 30 seconds you have to wait, depending on the speed of your computer and just how big the plan is. I suppose if you had an absolutely huge plan, it would take longer because it is going through individually and making sure it's all right. So there's nothing in the resources column because we didn't have any. I'll just show you again. All we had was the learning activities for each day across the 10 weeks. So that's why the resources column is blank. And then once again, say we weren't teaching every day, cut out the Monday and the Wednesday, and then we assign days, and it puts it in there for us. So you can see there, week 1 has 3 days, the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and that repeats all the way down. If, say you weren't teaching it on the Friday of week 1, and you just wanted to skip ahead to the month, what do we teach it, the Tuesday of week 2, then these would update underneath here automatically. So there's functionality in there just to make it pretty smooth and pretty quick to change things and accommodate you well. So once you've done that, of course, and you're happy with it, you need to make sure that you've got what you need on the plans page. So we're going to create a new subject. This one we're going to call English, and we're going to say it's for class 7B. Once we've got that, we can go back to Import Assist and Center Plans page. Ask us again, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Same question as we had before. Do you want to keep the text here on the Import Plans page? No, because we're not going to be teaching it to a different class in the same semester. So now we have a slightly different looking one. Because we weren't teaching it on Mondays or Wednesdays, and because we told it to skip Friday of week 1, you can see they're all empty. So here, Friday, across there, but for the rest of the weeks, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. To make it look a bit better, we can show on here that we're not teaching it on Mondays and Wednesdays, and so that's blue. If we want to go a step further, which might look nice for printing or saving as a PDF, we can click on hide other days. It takes a moment, and that will get rid of those blue lines. So you can see here it just jumps straight. If you look at the left hand column, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, it just shows us those. So there you have how you can use the import plan feature and Make My Day Plan. It works for those 2 particular types of plans at this stage. If you're a school and you're wanting to import a particular type of plan that doesn't fit into either of those styles that you've seen, there's plenty of room for customizing. Just send me an email. Thanks for watching.